Hello again. Thank you all so much for joining. Get myself together. All right. Happy Sunday evening. Hi, Bliss Babies and Bites. So good to see you, Di. All right. Hello and welcome to another live stream cooking demo unboxing. I got a lot that I want to do tonight, so I'm probably going to be on for about an hour. I consider this the calm before the storm. My boys are at their dad's and they'll be coming home this evening, so this is like the last minute rush of peace and solitude that I have. Let me introduce myself to anyone who doesn't know. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and here is where I'm teaching you on my weight loss journey how I'm down. So far, I just had another delivery. So far 70 pounds today, so very excited on milestone watch, so you'll be hearing more about that. At least 30 more pounds to go, but I've completely changed the way that I eat. I was tested for food sensitivities, which was a cheek swab and a hair sample, and so I keep a list of foods on the fridge that I can have and foods that I can't have. It's helped me in so many ways, but I want to get started, with Mr. Chicken, and I will be talking to you guys while I'm working. I'm just getting my space ready. If you were on, I don't know, maybe like a couple videos ago, I showed everyone how I have a hack for marinating and defrosting at the same time. So basically I got a free chicken at the giveaway box. We talked about that in another video. And I'll tell you guys more about that. So when I get ingredients that I don't have to pay for, I like to experiment with them. The chicken was frozen, and so literally what I did is I took the chicken out of its container and put it in a Ziploc bag and then emptied a can of this seasoning called beer can chicken. It was a Weber like spice rub. I threw the container away, but I emptied the whole bag in there, and I've had it in the fridge for a couple days because yesterday I did the egg fast. But I'm gonna cook it, and it's probably gonna take, I don't know, the better part of an hour. So I wanted it to be hot and ready when the boys come home. If we're still here, I'll cut it up and leave it out on a cutting board. So let me get myself together. I'm just putting the cutting board down. This is the one that has the ridges. You know, we've talked about that. I didn't know, but these types of cutting boards with the grooves are for when you're working with ingredients that could kind of like leak or drain, like cutting a steak. Let me see who's at the door. More grocery delivery. I'll just show you guys. We're not making this tonight, but I am African, and my mom has a jollof rice recipe that I grew up eating. So the hope is next week we'll do a cook along with Nana. This is Walmart. You can place your order online. We've talked about the delivery services, and they'll drop it off at the door. I love it. It's a great time saver. So mom's gonna make, or I'll make for her, her full flavor version with rice, peas, carrots, all the stuff that I don't eat, and I will make a substitution version with cauliflower rice and maybe some green beans and some other vegetables that I can have. All right, so I'm gonna get an apron on and I'm gonna get some gloves on because anytime I'm handling raw chicken, I like to make sure that I have gloves on. All right, if you guys were on yesterday, you saw that I ordered these Thank you so much, Di. I appreciate that. I enjoy food. Di says she loves the healthy dishes. And you guys, that was really the turning point for me. I mean, like a lot of people, I've struggled with my weight. And now in my 40s, I found something that works for me. But the key was that I have to enjoy my food. I can't be like on just, boiled chicken breast and, plain broccoli, because the only way you're going to keep the weight off, for those of us who have gone up and down, the only way you're going to keep the weight off, hey Akata, is to make sure that you are eating something that you can continue to eat, or you will continue to eat once the weight comes off. So all of the substitutions, and the substitution teacher, this looks kind of weird, is about, substitutions that I actually want to have. All right. So I'm just putting these gloves on. A good hack for me, I know it's hard sometimes in a pandemic, but always keep, disposable gloves. I use them for cleaning, for handling raw meat. And these came in on my order yesterday, if you guys saw that. I'm thirsty, but we'll get the chicken done and then I'll show you guys a beverage. All right, so let's get the chicken out. Okay, so this is the chicken on a towel. I'm just going to set it down on the cutting board, and I'll go ahead and use the same towel because I'm sure it'll be messy. But this is what I'm talking about. I got a whole chicken in the giveaway box, and I literally just put it in a Ziploc bag, opened the Ziploc bag, and poured the whole container of seasoning in here. This works great. We've talked about for like bags of frozen shrimp or other things that you want to thaw out. Go ahead and season it while it's frozen. And then when it thaws out, it kind of turns into, this one turned into a paste. But even if you have like a liquid marinade, Worcestershire, if I'm saying that right, barbecue sauce or whatever, maybe, once or twice you can go in and just massage and make sure all the crevices are covered. But that's a little time-saving hack. All right. So like I shared with you guys, my air fryer has this rotisserie function that I don't get to use very often. I've used it a couple times for a whole chicken, which is what I'm doing today. And I've done a prime rib, which was excellent. So, it's just kind of fancy. You can cut up the chicken and cook it a variety of ways. I am going to do this rotisserie style. So it's got these prongs on the side that I'm taking off, and I'm just trying to keep it, in my mind which direction goes where, because my air fryer will actually turn the chicken and let it cook. So that's why I'm starting with the chicken, and I'm going to put him in there first and get him in the air fryer. All right. So I'm just trying to see which way is the least messy. I guess this is a baking pan here. I'm going to open our chicken and put him inside the baking pan. I'm going to take him out of the Ziploc bag so you guys can see here all that rub has been marinating on the chicken, and he was frozen when I first put him in there. Now he's completely thawed out and has a nice layer of seasoning. So let me take him out of the bag. All right, thank you everyone for joining. And I'm gonna say this a couple times. I'll hold on to this, put it in the sink in case I wanna smear some on. But you guys can see it looks kind of interesting, but it's got all the seasoning on it. I am very close to 400 subscribers on YouTube, so I am asking everyone if you would please be so kind to just make sure that you're subscribed to me on YouTube. Even if you're watching me on Facebook or Instagram, I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. That is my goal by the end of the month of March. The reason why is that you're not eligible for a community tab on YouTube until you have 500 subscribers. I have travel plans for spring break, so I won't be in the kitchen, and I want to stay connected with you guys in one place. So if you would please like, subscribe, and share. You don't have to do the notifications. I come on live all the time. Whenever I'm in the kitchen, I'll bring you guys with me. So this piece right here, I guess it's a rod. This is what locks into my air fryer and it will turn. You may have something that does the same thing, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm literally going to go through the body of the chicken with this piece. I guess I'll go in through the bottom. Yeah. And then I'm going to come out the neck side. Kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving. All right. So you guys can see I've got the chicken on this rod. Probably should have made sure that it's gonna fit, but we're gonna make it work. And then I've got these, I don't know what they are, sharp prongs that attach to the rods and they kind of hold the meat in place. So I'm gonna use this to kind of, here you go, Instagram. I'm gonna use this to kind of skewer the chicken and then tighten on the back of the rod. So I'm just kind of going in one side. Gotta push it in there. Sorry guys, this one is not gonna be, I'm gonna do this one kind of low and slow. I just want to make sure I get it right. Okay, sorry, I had to take my little stick out. I don't know if you guys can see, there's some little grooves there. And so that's what I was looking for. You're supposed to put aligned beads onto the grooves. So that's why I took it out to make sure I was looking at the right place. I don't do this very often. Usually, you know, I don't have a whole chicken, but you know, it's doable. So I'm just getting him in there, lining it up. Harder than it looks. All right. Okay. Just had to push the screw down to that little groove. You know, when they have these infomercials, hey cook, when they have these infomercials for these gadgets, you know, it looks so simple for someone to, you know, get this raw chicken on the spit, right? They make it look so simple. All right, so I've got him in the roasting pan and I've got one side done. I'm gonna turn it and then I'm gonna get the little prongs on the other side. Aw, thank you, Akata. I'm at 400, so yay. We have a 400 subscriber celebration. Thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for just being here. You know, honestly, I always used to just cook because I'm in the kitchen anyway. And then I would post, I'll give you guys a little bit of story time while I'm working on Mr. Chicken. I would touch the screen, but wait until I get this done. You know, I'm cooking anyway for myself, for the kids, for, you know, whoever. And I would just post on social media like the finished product, right? When I was done. And then people would be like, did you actually make that? Thank you, Kelly. You know, people would actually make comments like, you know, they didn't know if that was really me cooking or, you know, whatever. I guess, you know, we'll take it as a compliment. And then the other thing I started doing, I'm just threading this rod, you guys. The other thing I started doing was posting the ingredients like before I got started. And then, you know, doing like before and after pictures. And, you know, that's just what I've been doing on my own personal pages for a long time. And, you know, people would always say, oh, that looks so good. You need a cookbook. You know, I want an autographed copy. And all that will come. All right, guys. Whew, I tell you, it's harder than it looks. And so people would say, oh, you need a cookbook, autographed copy. And, you know, those of you all who found me from the lead attorney, you know, it's just one of those things where one day I was listening to one of his shows and he was like, anybody over 35 has life experience that people need to know about. So you need a YouTube channel and the rest is history. Whew. All right, guys, I got it done. So I got the rod through the chicken and I got the skewers. So I've got him in a pan here. All right, so I'm trying to think. I'm just gonna get the rest of this, and this is just, actually I'm just gonna toss it, it's messy enough. One seasoning only, the entire beer can chicken, and you guys can see it's got like, I don't even know what's in it. Maybe somebody look up the Weber beer can cheese chicken seasoning and let me know what's in there. All right, so now I'm going to transfer this chicken over to the air fryer, and I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to press the chicken button, but you know, the way that I'm gonna tell if it's done, you know, my mom taught me to always watch your food, so we'll look for the different color changes. And then obviously with meat like this, I do have a meat thermometer, and I think chicken is 165, so I'll make sure that it's done. If we get to it in this live, that's fine. If not, I'm not going anywhere. So I just wanted to show you guys the thawing and marinating hack. And then now let's go put this in the air fryer. I think I'll change my gloves. Turn it around because it has to go a special way. It has to like these grooves in the side that you go in and it kind of like sets down, kind of like, hey JSP, you know when you're taking your car to the car wash and you have to line up the wheels and then it kind of clicks on the thing and then you put it in neutral. So that's my analogy. All right, so I'm gonna take the chicken over here and get him in. Oh, before I do that, obviously the chicken's gonna drip a lot while it's cooking, so I'm just gonna get the bottom tray, and I always line it in foil. Sure, Kelly. I always line it in foil. Let me see if I can post this, Mr. Akata. Thank you guys for the subscriptions, you see? I always line in foil just for easy cleanup. It's optional, but we're gonna have, you know, a pretty big drippy mess. So just regular old aluminum foil, a kitchen staple. I remember one Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, I like pulled this much out and that was all that was on the roll because I had focused so much on getting all the other ingredients. But hey, you know, that's how you learn. When I was young, I made a lot of mistakes. I still make mistakes, but you know, it's just practice. And you know, sometimes I think everybody knows this stuff, but I'm in here anyway, so if it's helpful, that's good. All right, so I just lined this with foil, and then I'm gonna put this in my air fryer at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands and get a new pair of gloves on. When I get to 500 subs, we'll have to do a little mini celebration. I'd love to do like giveaways, and I love sending like little gifts and stuff like that in the mail. So, you know, like I said, I'm trying to get to 500 by the end of March, and this is YouTube subscriptions. So that's about 10 per day. So we're 100 away, and the reason why, not just because I want the subscriptions, but you don't qualify for a community tab on YouTube until you have 500 subscribers. And when you have a community tab, I can post pictures there, I can do polls there, make announcements there, because right now all I can do is live stream and post videos. But hey, our little community is growing, right? Because I've only been Maggie the substitute teacher like a month and a half, and I think I've doubled. So I really appreciate you all being here. All right, now we're gonna go put the chicken in. So here's the thing. I probably, you know how they do in the stores, right? I was inspired by like Sam's Club. I probably should have like tied or done something with the wings and the drumsticks. I'm going to turn it on and let it roll, and I'm just going to keep my eye on it. And if the leg or something like flicks and keeps moving, that's fine. But if it stops moving, I may have to take it out and adjust. I did it. So it looked like it was turning. Okay, it is turning. Y'all keep an eye on that thing if you can see. Let me know if it gets hung up. I'm gonna clean up here and wash my hands again. I just wanted to try that. You know, the last time I made it, it was a little bit smaller chicken. Let me get rid of this towel. Obviously, you need to, know the size and know the capacity of your equipment. But sometimes I just experiment. All right. So our chicken is in. I don't think it's turning. I think it might be too big. All right, y'all. I won't touch it again. I think I got it. All right, you guys. Hey, I'm just here doing my thing. Like I always say, I'm just a mom and a home cooker. I'm not a chef. All right, I do want to make a beverage for you guys. Oh, bummer. I think my chicken is too big. That's okay. If it doesn't move, I'll just let it sit for a while. Focus, Maggie. All right, let's talk about beverages. I made a tea that I wanted to share with you guys. Like I've talked about on my journey, um, even if you're not ready to get rid of some of the foods, you can make a lot of changes with beverages and condiments. And so I've shared this one before, Southern Breeze. This is a tea that is sweet without sugar. So it looks like a regular tea bag, but they have the sweetener inside the bag. And so they have the single serving size. You guys have seen me make them in the little mason jar. They have blueberry, blackberry, and peach and mango. This one is what we call an Arnold Palmer. So it's half lemonade, half sweet tea. And you literally just brew it hot, and it said family size. So this is a little pitcher that I have, and I just put the tea bag in there and put hot water in it and let it brew. And now I'm going to pour it over ice to enjoy like an iced tea, a freshly brewed iced tea, because getting off of the artificial sugar has been a big change for me. I pretty much eat lean protein, some veggies, very little starch, and no sugar. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah, I'm obsessed about that chicken. As it cooks, it'll shrink down and then probably continue to turn. All right. So, those of you all who have been with me before know that my test results showed that I was more acidic and I needed to drink more alkaline water because I was drinking water, but it wasn't hydrating me. It was just kind of going through me. And so you can buy alkaline water already in the stores. To me, it's expensive. So I bought these Alkazone drops. They're on Amazon. This is about 14 bucks. And I just put like a few drops. Whenever I make a beverage, it turns regular water into alkaline water so that, you know, it's more hydrating, if that's helpful for you. So I'm just going to get some ice. All right. Sometimes you got to reach in there and get the ice yourself because the ice maker got full or, you know, overflowed. That's why you always want to make sure you wash your hands, have clean hands. So I literally just have a glass with my alkaline drops and a lot of ice because this is still warm. I brewed it right before I went live. It actually feels really good. So I'm going to try it. This is, no, not my first time, but that's really what, you know, the key to really good sweet tea, you have to put the sweetener in it while it's still hot. Those of you not from the South, having like tea, having iced tea and then sugar on the table, it's just not the same. All right, let me get a straw and taste it. All right, and again, don't come at me about any plastic straws, y'all. I try to be sustainable. In my house, I have a trash can and a recycling can right next to it. I tried the paper straws. I tried Mr. Turtle. I can't do it. They disintegrate. I even tried the metal straws, but a little OCD about getting them all the way clean, so forgive me. Very good. A little weak. I like all of my drinks. I put extra water in it. I didn't even read the instructions. What does it say? For the family size, 2 quarts of boiling water. I didn't measure. I just measured this. I just filled up this pitcher. So anyway, staying hydrated. I always keep a beverage with me, whether it's hot or cold. Between meals, when I'm working, in the car. Oh, that's one other thing I was going to show you guys. And then we'll get started on my famous, I'm calling them famous, my favorite blueberry pancakes. I know, I heard about that too. All right, so we've got our beverage with our alkaline water. I'm just going to put this up. All right. Another option that I enjoy for beverages, I forgot the name of this when I told you guys last time, but this is a water bottle by a company called Infuse Hydration, and I think it's INFUZE. So in the stainless steel, and they have so many different colors, and they have clear too, but in here is just regular filtered water from the fridge, of course with my alkaline drops. And then what makes Infuse pretty cool to me, because I like flavor, right? If anybody struggles with, you need to drink more water, you need to drink more water. This top right here has a, I don't have nails, okay. It has a little compartment that comes out, and it's completely optional to use, but you can fill this with whatever water enhancer that you like. So, of course, Infuse sells their own all kind of flavors. Or another thing that's been approved for me are the Mio drops. I can't remember who it is. I got to go back. Somebody was asking about apple juice. This one right here, this Mio Orchard apple. So this is a concentrate. I got like a 5-pack at Walmart. Literally all I do when this is empty, you pop the top and then you have your flavor enhancer, whatever flavor you want, and you put the concentrate in here. And so you would fill this up and then close it back, and then you put it back into the water bottle. And it has a switch on the back. You can go all the way off, which means you're drinking just water. I think I had it on because it tasted sweet. So you can go all the way off. You can go a little bit, a lot. And when you're drinking the water up through the straw, I don't know how it works, but it mixes the flavor enhancer with your water. So for me, this has been a great substitute. If you like apple juice, fruit juices, this one right here, there's lots of different flavors, but If you're having a hard time getting your water in, that's a suggestion. That's a substitution that's worked for me. And you guys see, I keep these on the counter. I have water bottles next to the bed, in the car, in the dash, all of that. Cook, if you want to get on, you've got to let me know when you're ready to cook with us. And then we'll bring you on just like we did with Lisa earlier today. Okay, so you have, sorry, using it as a mirror. You have two options for beverages that give you sweetness without sugar. Because when I say I avoid sugar, I said this before, but I still like the sweet taste, but there's so many different sweeteners that don't have the inflammatory response that sugar has, at least for my body. Joint pain, all kind of stuff was going on. All right, you guys, it's dinner time. Okay, disappointed about the chicken, but I'll just put him on a tray and like roast him. Okay, we're gonna make my faux blueberry pancakes. I absolutely love these. I make them once a week. I would love to do the cook along class if someone wants to make the faux blueberry pancakes with me. But you know, if you decide to come on live like Lisa did earlier today, we did crab cakes. They were amazing. I have some left over. If they survive the night, this is the meal prep containers that I use. Ooh, I better close them because they smell yummy. The boys will probably eat them, but whatever. I can put that in the fridge and reheat them. All right, so let's make our 2-ingredient pancakes. But it turns. Oh. Falling apart, you guys. Hi, eye candy. Oh my gosh. Aku, how are you? Okay. Pancakes. So, this recipe is a dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free recipe that I dreamt up one day. I made breakfast for dinner for the kids. Of course, I can't have pancakes because I can't have gluten, but I wanted the pancake experience, and so this is a play on the egg loaf, and to me, it is excellent. I love making it. The only ingredients you need, the recipe calls for, hi, Dottie, option 1. Yes, Dottie, welcome from the UK. Dottie, were you the one that was asking about apple juice? Someone was asking about apple juice, and I just had a substitution. I thought about you after we went live. Hey, Peggy. All right, so for the pancakes, if you've seen them before, we're doing it again. The recipe is eggs and cream cheese, but I can't have cream cheese because I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So my substitution for cream cheese is goat cheese. Any soft, creamy cheese will work. If you can have cream cheese, use that. Nufftatel cheese, but this is my substitution, and then just regular eggs. I have not made it with the egg substitutes. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so that means 1 egg for every ounce of goat cheese or cream cheese. So this is a 4-ounce log. So I'm going to put this in the blender and 4 eggs. That's really all you need. I put in a couple of extra things just for, you know, some good yummy flavor, but completely optional. So I'm opening my goat's cheese. Again, it's a soft, creamy cheese. So I'm just literally going to plop this into the blender. I'm going to use the stove tonight, but if you're in a dorm room or traveling, you don't have access to a stove, you can make this into like a waffle batter, little waffle maker or pancake griddle. Excuse me. So I'll push it down in there, but we've got our 4 ounces of goat cheese. And now for eggs. Dottie was asking about soda, and we talked about soda. Ooh, something else I'm going to show you guys. I had a cocktail last night. I needed a nightcap. It was a rough week, and I still got the weight off that I wanted. I'm so excited, you guys. Those of you all who have been with me, I've been saying that for the month of March, I really want to be strict on my plan because I enjoy myself from time to time. I really wanted to be strict on my plan because I wanted to get 10 pounds off in the month of March because I've got some travel plans for spring break, and I weighed this morning, and I am officially 5 pounds down, and it's not yet the middle of the month, so I'm really happy about that. Even still, I had a cocktail last night. I'll show you guys what it was. I was home alone. I got a massage. I wanted to just fall asleep after. All right, so since Dottie was asking about soda, and we'll come back to the pancakes, I'm taking my time because, oh, our chicken's starting to brown a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see. And it's slowly starting to turn. I'll try. Okay, so this clear American, this is not the flavor that I used. I have some upstairs in my room. I think I have strawberry and maybe some others. It pours clear. This is the sparkling water. You guys may see these in the 1 liter bottles. You can get them anywhere. 0 sugar. I use that. Plus, I've talked about the skinny syrups. This one is, I think, a margarita mixer. So this one is spiced cranberry. It's got a little pump on there. I love the skinny syrups flavors. You guys have seen me put them in my coffee. I think I'll make some coffee too. But I literally, and then of course, I had some vodka, just like a little splash of vodka. I'm a lightweight, so I don't drink heavy at all. But I got a glass. Did I put my alkaline drops? I don't remember. But I got a glass with ice. I put in like probably 4 pumps of this. So think of this kind of like you would use like a grenadine syrup. So I put this in, 0 sugars, 0 calories. So I pumped that in with the ice. So I had a little layer of red at the bottom. And then I put a splash of the vodka in. This is just some Smirnoff. I can't remember where I got it from. Maybe a party favor. I forgot about it. It was sitting over there with the spices, and I was like, that's not vinegar. And then I filled it up with the strawberry or whatever flavor I have, sparkling water. Y'all, it was amazing. It gave me just what I needed, a nice little nightcap. I'm not going to do it tonight. Maybe one day I will, but the boys are coming home, so I need to be on the alert. But yeah, you can definitely have, your alcohol from time to time. I was told watch out for, some wines. I'm a big like fruity girl kind of drinker, and a lot of that stuff has sugar in it that I can't have. But vodka, I was told was okay. Sparkling water and sugar-free syrup. All right. We'll leave the vodka right there so nobody knows. Who's going to know? It's just me. All right, Maggie, focus. So in our blender, Dottie, someone asked if apple juice triggers inflammation. I do remember that, and I forgot. Thank you, Akata. You're so, thank you. I don't know. I'll just post it here. Maybe somebody will remember. I don't know if apple juice causes inflammation. For my food sensitivity test, I've been tested 3 times. This is my 3rd year because honestly, you guys, I've been going low and slow. I think I lost 40 pounds the first year, 2020, when the pandemic hit. Last year, I only lost like 25 pounds. And this year, I'm like, I'm going to get serious. I really want to get the last at least 30 pounds off. And then we'll see. Maybe I'll keep going. But this is just how I eat now. But my point in saying that, when I first had my sensitivity test, there was so much that came on my results, y'all. I was actually kind of depressed because it was stuff that I eat all the time, like chicken and citrus and coffee, dairy and gluten. And I was like, what the heck am I supposed to eat? But I've said this before, what I've learned is it's not the foods that we eat from time to time, it's the food that we eat all of the time. So my point is that when I would get retested like the next year, some of those things would fall off. So about half of them fell off, and I could bring them back into my diet the 2nd year. And then this year when I got tested, there was only like 2 or 3 things on there: lobster, cucumber, but dairy, and gluten have pretty much stayed consistent. So for me not to blow up again the way that I did, I have to substitute all cow dairy for either goat's milk product, almond milk product, coconut milk product, which is okay because I feel amazing. And gluten, I've got an unboxing I'll do for you guys, another bread substitute that works for me. All right, so back to our pancake batter. 4 ounces of goat cheese. For me, it could be cream cheese for you, and 4 eggs. So that's what I've got in here. Again, I could blend it just like that, but I like sweet. This is completely optional. This is the stevia leaf sweet drops. I just experimented with a whole bunch of different sweeteners. So I'm literally just gonna put like a squirt. I bought this for Beverages and I did not like it in Beverages. And so I put it in the pancake batter one time just to see if it would give a little sweet. And I like it better as an ingredient than with Beverages. That's what cooking is, right? Just a lot of experimentation. You know, not everything is by the book. Yummy. Okay, and then the other thing that I bought this for a recipe. That's what I do, guys. Look, all these seasonings that I have here, I get excited and I buy stuff and then I have extra. So I had this vanilla paste. This is different from vanilla extract. This one is actually like a paste. What's cool is, can you see all the little beans? Seeds? I don't know. Seeds, right? Whatever is in the vanilla, this is actually more natural than just the I don't have it, but you guys know what I mean, like the extract that you would just put in. So I'm gonna put maybe like just a little bit. I'm eyeballing it, guys, just a little bit to taste. All right. Did you see how that kind of like glopped down and it didn't change the color of my pancakes last time? So I'm literally just putting the vanilla inside with the eggs and with the goat cheese. And I'm going to use this spoon just to break up the goat cheese and really push it down there so that when I turn on the blender, it actually mixes. Sometimes that happens when you put yogurt in last in your smoothies and it's just hanging out at the top, right? We don't want that. All right, let's put our vanilla bean paste away and then we're going to blend. Hope everybody's doing well. I was so excited. The crab cakes were so good. Let me know what else. Oh, you guys, I saw. Sorry, I know. I don't want to be all over the place. I know it's St. Patrick's Day for all, or month, or season for all of our Irish friends. I am not Irish, in case you were wondering. Even though I'm wearing green. I saw a recipe that I want to try. It's for shepherd's pie, but an approved version. So I'm really excited about that. I already have the ingredients in my shopping cart. I'm gonna place an order. So it's like, ground beef sirloin with some vegetables, carrot, and something I'm gonna have to substitute, some seasonings, and then you put a layer of mashed potato on the top. Of course, I don't eat mashed potatoes, so I'm going to do mashed cauliflower. And I can't have dairy. You can buy mashed cauliflower already made. I think Green Giant has it frozen, but it has milk in it, and I can't have dairy. So I looked up a recipe to make your own mashed cauliflower, and you can make it with sour cream, but I'm going to substitute goat cheese, this soft creamy one, and see how I can make a mashed cauliflower. Smear that on top, and then you're supposed to put like Parmesan and some other stuff on top and top with parsley and broil it. Of course, I'll use the shredded goat's cheese, but I'm really excited about that. I was about to ask you guys, doesn't that sound good? But I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna make it whether they like it or not. Sorry. I'm excited. I'm gonna try it. All right. Hopefully, you guys, hey, before the billions. Oh my gosh, so good to see you here. And Sonia's here. Thank you guys. And Wiser is here. All right, so I'm about to turn on the blender. So again, inside I have 4 eggs. I've just mashed up 4 ounces of goat cheese. You see my vanilla paste down there and a little bit of the caramel stevia sweetener. So I'm just putting my little ninja together. This works great, like if you're making a small portion, this works great. Like if you have the, what are those things called? Those little bullet, like smoothie makers. Ah, yes. As long as you can blend your ingredients. And y'all, my stuff is old. I'm gonna get it together. We're making this because this is my dinner. I'm having breakfast for dinner. The kids love breakfast for dinner. Sometimes I'll make them like full pancakes with bacon and scrambled eggs and hash browns. And I'm like, I can't eat that. All right, so I got my blender together, but I can't eat this. All right, one moment, please. Okay, and like I told you last time, I took this goat cheese out of the fridge just now so it was cold. Excuse me. So my blender, it's the one I have to keep my hand on it, and I just kind of feel that it's blending smoothly and there's really not any more lumps like chunked in there. I'll show you guys the batter. So you can see it's kind of foamy. It literally is just yellow and very liquidy, if that's a word, I don't know. Because there's no flour. So again, grain-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. And to me, they give me the pancake experience that I need. All right, our Mr. Chicken is still doing his thing in there, so we're gonna leave him alone. So I'm gonna take the middle out, but you guys can see here, it's kind of runny. So a little bit more delicate, but we'll be all right. Clean as we go. All right. So again, for this one, the blueberries I'm gonna put on top. We'll get to those in a second. I'm gonna wash my hands. I have used the blueberry goat's cheese where I blend it into the batter. It turns the whole batter blue. It still tastes just as good, but this one I'm going to put blueberries on after the batter has set in the pan. So let's start with our pan. For pancakes, I like using the small pan, about the size of my, my hand, because since you guys saw the batter is kind of runny, I like that the ridges kind of keep them all about the same size. So I'm going to put this on the stove and turn it on. And then you guys know, once again, I can't have cow dairy. So here's my substitution. I'm using the goat's butter. Delamere, you can get it at Whole Foods. I found a couple delis online that ship free when you buy in bulk. So I have like 6 of them in my fridge because I use it every day. All right, let me get a little knife. All right, so I'm just going to cut some butter here to put in the pan. And then with these pancakes, I'm going to turn on my stove to like a medium low. The trick with pancakes, we got to have some patience here, so I guess I'm long stroking you guys. But we're going to make a 3-stack, or maybe I should make all of them. I'm just thinking, we'll see. Okay, focus. You want the fire to be hot enough to cook the pancakes and give you that nice golden brown that we want for the pancake experience, but you don't want it to cook to be too hot that it burns the pancake. So I'm going to turn it on medium low. Vegan butter. Peggy uses a vegan butter. That's awesome. I've heard of that. I've seen some plant-based butters. I'll tell you about this other oil that I have. MCT oil, I'm not keto, but this brand says Kiss My Keto. MCT oil is a coconut-based oil that's been approved for me. I do like it for like stir fry and some things, but it has a low smoke point. So if I were to use this to like pan fry, the whole kitchen would be smoking. So, that's why the goat's butter has been a lifesaver for me. So Peggy, does the vegan butter like cook well for you? Y'all, that chicken smells so good. Um, I don't know if you guys saw my baked apple yesterday. I had to eat it in kind of a rush, but I used this ramekin. So far, so good with the vegan butter. Awesome. So I'm just going to put my blueberries in here. But I made a dessert with a fresh apple yesterday, you guys. It was so good. Basically taking a whole apple, core the middle, stuff it with butter, brown sugar substitute, and spices, and bake it in the air fryer. It was so yummy. The whole like apple skin literally just peels off in one sheet, and then you have all this yummy goodness. All right, so I'm going in. I haven't had my fruit portion today. My snacks are fruits, and I can have a certain kind. So I'm going to wash these. These are fresh blueberries. I haven't tried these pancakes with frozen, but the fruits that I can have, see? All right, I know that chicken is not done, but we'll take a look. I'm just going to rinse off my blueberries. I'll let you guys see. Oh my goodness. Hold up. All right, one thing at a time. Oh. So I'm going to go pour this batter into the skillet. All right, so we'll wipe this off. For me, the stove is between a 3 and a 4. All right, can y'all see that chicken? I'm going to get my thermometer and I'm going to go into the breast. But if you guys can see the breast and the thigh, but if you can see, it actually looks like, nice crispy skin. I saw it turning sometimes, but I'm not too sure. So let's see. I used to see these on the cooking shows all the time. They're actually really good. Just a kitchen thermometer. This one has a nice bendable feature, so this is not sticking out all the time. And literally, this is what I do. Alexa, what is the temperature for chicken? 165. Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right, so I'm going to turn this on. And I guess it has a temperature right now of 73. Make sure you're on Fahrenheit because that was a mistake I made before too. Alexa, stop. So let's go take a look at this chicken. Well, it jumped up. Well, it was like at 118. I'm going to let it keep going because we don't want to take any risks with chicken. All right, I'll keep my eye on it, but we want to make sure our chicken is 165. All right, so let's take a look at our pancakes. Hi, Amethyst. All right, I almost forgot, right? Blueberries. So before our pancakes set and we flip them, I've just washed some fresh blueberries. Oh my God, they're so good. And I'm gonna top these on the pancake. When I got off the artificial sugar, I started tasting things that are naturally sweet so much sweeter. I always say it's not hard to lose this weight, it's just hard to decide to lose this weight. That's the truth. That one was a little tart. All right, so I'll show you guys what we have. think I want to take that chicken out. I'm going to show you in the pan. You can see just the blueberries with the pancakes. Pancake. It's going to go low and slow. All right, let's see. What else can I share with you guys? Okay, I was going to do an unboxing. I'll go ahead and get that from the front porch. Clean up. I'm just nervous, when I started cooking. I always used to be amazed at my mom how she could do multiple things at one time. But I remember when I first started, I could do one thing at a time well. Like I would get the meat done, and then I had to stop that. Then I would do the starch, and I had to stop that. Then I would do the vegetables, and I had to stop that because getting it all going at once is really a skill. All right. Oh yeah, they're bubbling nicely. I think I'll wait. One of the things I love about warm blueberries, once they get warm, the skin kind of gets weak and then they burst and start to leak inside the pancake. It's so good. But the fruits that I can have are the low sugar fruits. So apples, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, limes, and then berries, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries. I cannot have the starchy fruits like banana, mango, pineapple. I can't have those yet. So you guys see how it's kind of sizzling around the edges. So I'm going to set it down here and take a look. It's not going to bubble through like a flour pancake. Oh, this looks so good. So I just went under the side. I'm going around and then I'm going to flip it right here and show you guys and then put it back onto the stove. Looks like a pancake, doesn't it? But it's just eggs and goat cheese, and then I've topped some blueberries. So they're going to get nice and hot on the bottom. Okay, so some other things that I can share with you guys that have helped me. You've seen me use this plate. I don't know where I got it from. It's Better Homes and Gardens. Maybe I got it from Walmart. But one of the things that I do is I eat on smaller plates now. It's just, kind of a simple hack. So like this is a proper, dinner plate, but I don't eat that much anymore. They look about the same size, don't they? But one thing that I do is I eat on smaller plates, so like a salad plate, and then also I try to have a fancy plate for me. Meaning if everybody else is using those like regular round plates, if I'm not going to have that much food, I'm going to enjoy it. So I bought some special plates that are just mine. So I just thought I'd point that out. For me, it's worked to make the experience something that I really look forward to. Okay. I like to move the food around in the pan so we don't have any hot spots that will burn. Let me see if it's ready to come out. A little bit more. These blueberries are pretty big, and so they're kind of sitting up on the pancake. Maybe I will put them on earlier next time. But this is it. We're going to rinse and repeat, and on each layer, we're going to put blueberry syrup. So we'll talk about condiments and butter. So good. Chicken is still going. Weird. All right. So I think I've said this before, but if you're not ready to give up your foods, that's fine. But one of the things that I've learned is that beverages and condiments can add a lot of extra sugar and calories. You can also remove a lot with still eating the foods that you like. And so I talked about this earlier. Walden Farms makes a lot of different condiments. I use their mayo in the crab cakes. Their syrups and sauces are really good. So I'm going to use blueberry syrup on my blueberry pancake. Can you guys see the purple in there? I kind of flipped it, but you see how it's kind of got that warm So I'm just going to look underneath the bottom here. The ones that are, because we've got these big old blueberries, some of it's not touching the bottom. Okay, but the part that is done. So I just lift it. I don't know if you guys can see. All right. So I'm going to put this on my plate and put the warm blueberries on top. And then I'm going to rinse and repeat, and I'll show you guys how I top this out. One of these days, one of you is going to want to do this in the cookery class with me, and you might be surprised. All right, so I put my knife away. All right, so let's do the next one. Maybe I'll do, all right, so some butter in the pan. Just let that melt down. And I'll show you guys what I have so far. You can see here the pancake and the blueberries got all that. This is what they looked like raw. And you can see once they've cooked, they've almost like candied. So what I do is I put a little bit of the goat's butter on while the pancake is still warm. We're gonna do this on every layer. That's how I make it really scrumptious. So I've got some butter on there just kind of hanging out. And then I'm going to drizzle some blueberry syrup as well. Literally just a little bit. All right. So we've got our pancake with blueberry syrup, warm blueberries, even the plate is warm. So we're just going to stack it on top of each other. All right. Get that goat's butter moving, and let's get the rest of this batter. All right. Yeah, I think I'm making all of it. Why do I keep saying that? I feel like I need to move this away from me while I'm cooking. Let me top some more blueberries so it'll sink down. I know, amethyst, doesn't it look good? If I know you guys and you want to stop by, I want you to come try this food and then, let people know how it is. Okay, so I put like 5 blueberries, just a few of them because you guys saw how these big old blueberries that I got in my last order are kind of making it uneven. Okay, I'm gonna make the whole stack because this is all I'm eating today. I had the crab cake salad earlier, and I'm gonna eat these pancakes. I'm only eating about 2 meals a day. Not even really like intentionally, but I went to service this morning and then just, I got a lot to do, so I don't really, and I don't eat large quantities. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna cook all of it. I'm also thinking in my head, if I don't eat all of it, I know who will. But if I didn't want to cook all of it, my point, sorry y'all, I'm rambling. This batter that I made will keep in the fridge. So you saw that I had a portion control. I know, right? I usually have a 3 stack. Okay, you're gonna guilt me into it, so I probably should. But no, my point in that, yeah, because there was 4 ounces of cream cheese I'm counting, and then 4 eggs. That's like 2. That's already 8 ounces. Yeah, that'll be too much. All right, let's go see how we're doing. So you guys see, I still, struggle in making good choices every day. But yeah, the batter will keep well in the fridge. So let's say I made half. Thank you, Amethyst. I'll make half, and then I'll just put the top on, and then tomorrow I'll already have the batter. I can just go straight to the pan with the blueberries. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, so we've got our pancake there. You can see it's nice and hot. I'm gonna go around the edges with the spatula just to make sure nothing's stuck. And then I kind of take a peek, and yeah, it's ready to turn. So you guys can see we have another pancake with the warm blueberries. So we're gonna let the bottom side go. I know, yummo, right, Peggy? Y'all, this has been a lifesaver for me. I've shared before, but breakfast is like my favorite meal of the day. I like a big breakfast. On a lot of meal plans, they have like a small breakfast, medium lunch, and a large dinner. I have learned that I'm the opposite. I like a big breakfast, a medium lunch, and then dinner sometimes is just a protein shake for me, usually because I'm ripping around with the kids, but they're not here, so I'm having a meal for me. Okay, so we're gonna let that bottom side cook. So yummy. All right, so we talked about Walden Farms, and then I had this out earlier. I wanted to show you guys Bragg's apple cider vinegar. They actually make a salad dressing. It's very good. This has been approved for me. This one says ginger and sesame. So if you like Asian flavors, that's a great salad dressing. I had it sitting out because just washing my hands, got a little oil on it. When I had it in the fridge, it kind of like, I don't know if the word is coagulated. It got cold and it was like in layers. So I left it out to see. So you'll just have to leave it out and then you guys can see it just needs a good shaking up. But I'm not using it tonight. I just want to show you guys when I come across stuff in my fridge or my pantry that I think may be good substitutions. I'm going to post this, Seth. So you can keep me focused. I'll just share it with you guys because, we're going to build this community. All of us, can do better, and I definitely want to age gracefully. So. All right, I'm going to look at the bottom of our pancake. Chicken is looking good too. Oh yeah, nice on the bottom. The first one always cooks slow, but you guys can see our pancake on the top, and then when I go underneath the side, I don't know if y'all can see. You see the brown on the bottom? So I'm going to layer this on top of the other pancake for my little stack, and it keeps it warm. So you remember we had this one. So I'm literally going to take the new pancake and I'm going to layer it. Doesn't that look good? On top of this one. And I have a little lonely blueberry. He's going there too. So we have our two stack. You guys can see. All right, same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of the goat's butter on it while it's warm on the second layer. So you guys can see it's going to start melting down. And then our blueberry syrup, sugar-free, calorie-free, gluten-free, everything free. I don't know how they do it. Apple cider vinegar base. So we've got our second faux pancake. And let's go ahead and cook the third. Let me put this away. All right, I'm gonna put some butter in the pan. See, if you guys were here, you could help me eat this, right? Haha. All right, so butter in the pan. We're gonna go for the third. So with the butter, like as soon as it starts sizzling, we want to pour our batter down. You don't want the butter to, you want enough brown on the pancake to get that nice golden brown color, but you don't want it to burn and kind of turn into toffee. I do have some really good desserts with the goat's butter, but that's not what we're doing tonight. All right, so that's the third pancake. I'm gonna put this leftover batter in the fridge. Out of sight, out of mind. That's another thing that I've done. Of course, we have the chips and all that stuff that the kids like, but that's in the pantry. On the counter, I keep the fruits and the stuff that's good for me. And the boys know if they're going to eat the stuff that they like, they need to eat it and then put the package away. You know how kids will have a bite and then go do other stuff and they leave all of their stuff in front of me? I will call them back in a minute. No, If I can't eat it, you need to put it up. Okay, so let's top this last one with our blueberries. Mm. Got a little heavy-handed, but that's fine. That chicken is sizzling. I think I want to open it up and just take the temperature. I think I'm going to go in the thigh, and let's see how our chicken is doing. Yeah, it went up to, I don't know, oh, you guys didn't see, 172. You have a toddler. I know, right? Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to, all right, let me just leave the chicken in there. I'm going to turn it off, but the chicken is done. That's what I was hoping for. It's a little on the Cajun side. But I'm going to make this last pancake, clean up my space, and then bring you guys the chicken, and maybe we'll cut up a chicken. Yeah, I know. My boys are 14 and 12 now, and I've taught them how to cook. But I remember when they were little, you know, I mean, that's just how it happens. All right. Let's see if we can get our chicken out. I think our pancake is ready to flip. When it's bubbling around the edges, that's when I start looking at it. It's not going to bubble through the middle. So you guys can see sizzling around the edges. Let me take a peek because I don't want to get distracted with Mr. Chicken. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn it. I'm thinking of the word. The pancakes that aren't first. Hold on. Not consecutive, subsequent. So the first one cooked a little slow. The pancakes after that will cook a little bit faster. So we're going to put this on the stove, and I'm actually going to turn off the stove because it won't need that much more heat. All right, I'm going to get some towels and see if we can get this chicken out. Actually, see what I mean when I buy stuff? My air fryer, hey Lisa, my air fryer has, I don't know what it's called, but you look in, you use this tool to get in there and lift up your, rotisserie items so I'm not touching that hot bar in the middle. So I'm going to put it on the cutting board over there. Then I'm going to transfer it over to here so you guys can see. I dropped one warm blueberry. I'm going to turn him over, but I wanted to try a chicken in the air fryer. Let me turn him over. You guys can see why I covered it with aluminum foil. So this is how it kind of attaches on, if you're able to see. All right, I'm gonna turn the chicken. Not bad. I'll show you guys the bottom half. I'm over here wrestling with this bird. It would have been brown all the way over, but you guys saw the chicken is actually bigger than is probably a comfortable turn in the air fryer, or I probably should have tied up the arms and everything. I didn't do that. All right, so I'm gonna move the chicken over there since it's like lava hot, but temperature was 172. Thank you, Lisa. Chicken should be 165, so it's done. We're gonna take the rod out and I'm gonna cut it up. I am not eating chicken tonight, but the boys come through the door and they're always hungry. That's another reason why I was thinking, should I make all of these pancakes? But, all right. So let's get our plate and our last pancake. I turned off the fire. Okay. It's done enough on the bottom. Oh, blueberries. Okay. So you guys know we have our 2-stack. You can see our pancakes with our blueberries, butter, and syrup. This is my go-to meal. So our last pancake is ready to come out. So I'm literally just putting it over top. And you guys know the drill. I got a couple warm blueberries there. So yummy. One last pat of butter while it's warm. If my blueberries weren't so big, this stack would be, more flat, but it's all right. So you can see the butter is just melting down. Oh. And then I'm going to put some blueberry syrup. Again, the Walden Farms, calorie-free, gluten-free, sugar-free. They have blueberry, they have strawberry, they have everything. Oh, and then I do have a few fresh blueberries left. I'm just going to top it with some fresh blueberries. That's good for plating as well. Plating, you want to have different colors, space between, your items. I'm trying to move them. But because my pancakes are like this, it's a little hard. And then lastly, I love whipped cream, but I can't have dairy. You guys have seen me talk about non-dairy whipped cream. This one is made with Ready Whip and with Ready Whip. Coconut milk. They also make almond milk. So I'm going to put a little in the middle. A little in the middle. I get excited, y'all. It's actually supposed to sit at room temperature for a second because it's a different kind of milk. All right. Let me clean up. Make some space for Mr. Chicken. Put my butter away. Spatula away. And whatever this thing is, that was great. Kind of nervous to handle it, but we're gonna see. Lava hot chicken. But I heard somewhere, and wash my hands. I heard somewhere it's better to cook a whole chicken because you know where all the pieces come from. I know, waiting for the whipped cream, right, Amethyst? Let me see if I can help you out. It's not moving. You know how you're supposed to shake it? It says to run water on the base of it. All right, it's finally moving, y'all. Some of these substitutes are a little bit sensitive. There we go. All right, shake it up. Now, shake some more. Oh, God. It's still cold. Maybe take out your whipped cream before you start. But it's coming. Oh, it tastes so good. Okay, here we go. One more time. My hand is cold. It just gets really cold. But it's going to taste good. I know. Don't they look good, Lisa? Secretly, I'm hoping you're going to make this next time because I could eat this. All right, you guys. But you can see the almond milk or coconut milk whipped cream. So you can see we have our pancakes, some fresh blueberries, some warm blueberries, our butter, and syrup. I know, yum, yum, yum. Oh my gosh. Now for the taste. Like, I don't know what it's going to taste like, but. All right, I'll picture it, right? I never get the picture. And I'm going to take a quick picture of the chicken. This is the kind of stuff that I want to put on my community tab. So again, for anybody who's just joining, I am now at 400 subscribers. Thank you so much. My goal is to get to, my goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of March, because I want to be able to post pictures and, you know, different events and stuff all in the community tab. And you don't qualify for a community tab until you have 500 subscribers. Where do you get the whipped creams? Lisa's asking. All right, just had to charge my phone. Walmart, Kroger, Publix. It's just Ready Whip. A lot of this stuff is right in front of us in the stores. They just, you know, sometimes they only have a small quantity of them. But I'll check and see. But you're in the South, so you should have Publix. They would have them coconut cream, almond cream. If you can have dairy, have regular whipped cream. Amethyst got hers from Walmart. So yes, Walmart grocery. So I'm going to cut into this, you guys, so you guys can see. I get so excited. Nah. All right. So I cut into it. If you can see, and again, this is just eggs and cheese. So it's all protein. There's no flour, no added sugar, no cow dairy. So it gives me the pancake experience. They're a little bit more delicate, kind of like between a pancake and a crepe. But if you guys see that, doesn't that look good? All right. Oh God, this is big. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I do that every time. But I've just gotten to a point where I prefer my own food now. It's so good. I think it's amazing. Yes, my palate has changed, but even when I make it for other people, they're like, this is no sugar. Doesn't mean it's not sweet. But for me, the key, again, you guys can see, kind of cakey, pancakey. The key is to do the syrup on every layer. Yes, Lisa's going to get the whipped cream. I use the whipped cream on chai lattes. I have a good hot cocoa substitute. You can do that with almond milk and unsweetened cocoa powder. You know, the skinny syrups and a little dollop of whipped cream. It's great even on fruit. Like, for example, I've got some blueberries left over. So this is what I mean about presentation. Yeah, I could just eat these blueberries, but if I put a little bit of whipped cream on them and set them on the side of my plate, you know, for me, the experience is something that I look forward to. So yeah, you guys, this is my go-to meal. When I eat this for breakfast, I'm full until around 1 o'clock because it's just protein. It's not like full sugar, carb pancakes. Mm, so good. All right, you guys, we're going to tackle this chicken. Oh, and I still had an unboxing. I think I'll go get the unboxing first because I'm kind of nervous about that bird. It may still be kind of hot. All right, let me replenish my tea. This is the Arnold Palmer, half lemonade, half sweet tea without sugar. All right, so let's clean up a little bit. And I got something that was delivered today that I want to show you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I know I'm going a little bit longer, but it's the weekend and I've got a little bit more time. We'll do 30-minute meals during the week because, we got stuff to do, right? It'll wait. I was going to show you guys all the drippings, but you know what drippings are. So, save yourself some stress. Use foil if you can, and then it goes in the trash. Meat thermometer. I'm taking one more bite because I put it away because I don't want to look greedy on my live streams. But y'all, I'm hungry. Like, I make this food because this is actually my dinner. Like, if I wasn't live streaming, I would be making this. Oh my God. Look at this blueberry down here that's burst. It's the little things. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to have some more and then I'm going to go get another box. Because when I set it to the side, it gets cold. So I had another box delivered today. I'm going to go through with you guys. As you can see, I do a lot of shopping online because I have a specific list of ingredients that I can have that I actually like. Because not everything that's approved for me, I enjoy. I want to enjoy food. Some people are like, food is just, fuel for your body. That's true, but for me, food is an experience. I'm a home cooker. That's what the boys used to call me when I was young, when they were young. I'm still young. Hmm. You guys have to make that with the blueberries. If you can have regular pancakes, try topping them while they cook with fresh blueberries if you like blueberries. You could make this with banana. I don't eat banana, but you could slice some banana. And the key is make the batter plain and then put your sliced bananas on the uncooked side. And when it starts to sizzle, just like I did, flip it over and you'll get that nice, warm, creamy banana taste in your pancakes. What other fruits? We did raspberries, but that's on French toast. I've tried raspberries. They're a little bit more tart. So for me, they're better with French toast than pancakes, but experiment. You never know. Okay. So I got a box delivered today. What I was going to say, can I eat? Thank you, Peggy. Oh my God. Peggy said eat. Y'all, it's so much better when it's warm. You know how it is, right? You don't want your food to be cold. Thank you. I just feel greedy. Like, I enjoy cooking for others, so it's almost like rude to eat in front of you. Mm, mm. But Peggy gave me permission. Okay, focus. I was saying something. Okay, it'll come back to me. So you guys know about the sensitivity test, and you know that right? Food is everything. Amethyst. Yes, thank you, Akata. You guys make me feel so much better because I'm not a professional. I'm not a chef. I'm just a mom and a home cook, right? Get myself together. So gluten has come up on my list. I cannot have bread products. I was having all kind of joint pains. I was that old lady limping along, the last one to get on the bus, for group trips or field trips or whatever. And that's not who I am. So when I eat bread products, even though I love them, they don't love me back. Thank you. They don't love me back. So I've had to make a lot of substitutions for bread type products. And I got something in that I want to share with you guys. Look at those blueberries. It's like jam. You can do that. You can just cook down regular fruits and you know they get sweeter. Mm. Okay. So this brand Crepini, I just opened the box and you can see it's packed with ice. This is another one. They had a sale, like 40% off. Oh, that was my point. So a lot of the ingredients that I found that I like, I buy in bulk online. So when I place my grocery order, it's just a couple like perishable items that I can't get because I use kind of the same ingredients and recreate, recipes with them. I said this kind of like how Taco Bell has the same ingredients and they just keep coming up with new stuff. That's what I do. Can y'all see that blueberry all inside there? Jeez. Mm. Okay. This is very nice. So we have a box in a box. So you can see here, there's a box on the inside that I need to take out. Hey. And it's insulated. So a lot of these companies and grocery stores or delis or specialty shops, like the cheeses that I get, um, these wraps that I get, they will ship to you free if you spend about $50, $40, $50. And yeah, that's, kind of a lot, but it lasts. One, this is what I eat. So these are actual ingredients that I'm going to consume. Lesson learned, I need to refrigerate these, y'all. I bought this stuff, confession time. I set the box down because I order a lot. And by the time I got to them, they were ruined. I was so frustrated. So I was like, finish before you start something else. All right, so I'm opening the smaller box. Dun, 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 dun. One more bite. Thank you guys for letting me have my dinner. I really appreciate it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Crepini. Crepini, crepini, crepini. These wraps have been a lifesaver for me. This brand, again, an egg wrap, they have several different varieties. This is the small size, so it's about the size of a salad plate, about the size of my hand. They also have the large ones. I'm just looking to see. Okay. They also have the large ones. So this has been a great bread substitute for me. I'll show you guys. I just put them in a large Ziploc. Anytime I open something, I never just put it back in the fridge. I always want to make sure it's completely sealed. They're very delicate, but I'll show you since this one is open. Okay, so this is like the large size, like dinner plate size. And this is the, there we go, small size. So they're very thin and they're made with egg instead of flour. But you can see here, you can use them for tortillas. You can use them for tacos. You can see they're very delicate. And this is actually a like 3-stack. You guys see how thin they are? Grain-free. The big ones are 30 calories each. I don't know how much a slice of bread is. Oh, look. I got some bread for the kids. Regular old bread, I don't know if y'all can see that, is 120 calories for a slice. One slice. The big ones are 30 calories, and these small ones, 8 calories. 8 calories. So this pack has 12 wraps, excuse me, and I bought a 12 pack. So I may have to give some of these away, but here are some things that I've done with these wraps. Obviously, quesadillas, tacos. Here's another little hack. If you're just starving or you're really craving fast food, I use the Taco Bell experience. I will get basically like a burrito without the shell. You can order it in a bowl. So you get the meat, the salsa. I don't do any beans, um, cheese, the sour cream, whatever you want. Eat whatever you want. And then I come home and I put it in one of these wraps. And for me, it tastes just like using their full flour wraps. So you can do that. What else have I done? Since I made the baked apple yesterday, you can take one of these and then you can get some softened butter. So basically the stuff that we put on our baked apple, lay it out, get some soft butter with the brown sugar substitute, cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever you want, mix it into a paste, smear it on here, roll it up with all the goodness inside, cut it into little strips, almost like a, I don't know, sushi, and you can air fry it. That butter and everything will kind of make like a little cinnamon roll. There's so much stuff. So anyway, this Crepini brand, they have several. I'm approved to have this one because it's made from cauliflower. They have one that's a sweet potato wrap if you like sweet. So it's made with sweet potato instead of flour. They have one that's just egg, which is good for like breakfast stuff. So you guys can check that out. Um, Publix. I'm trying to think where else have I seen it. Sprouts. But if I have a hard time finding it, a lot of the companies you can buy direct from them. I think it's time for Mr. Chicken. What does it taste like? I know, right? I'm just assuming y'all know. I'm not gonna lie. For the cauliflower wraps, kind of tastes like vegetables. Tom Brady notification. Y'all check it out. Um, Interestingly enough, Amethyst, it smells more than it tastes. So when I go to eat this, it smells like you know how bread does. It doesn't really have like a, maybe when I warm it, but it kind of smells like a vegetable. I'm trying to think, vegetables. But the taste, to me, it really doesn't have a taste. To me, I kind of use this as like a vehicle when I want to have the taco experience or the burrito experience or the quesadilla experience or even a sandwich. You could do deli meat, roll up your deli meat, your pickle if you can have that, whatever you like. Whatever you like. But since it's so thin, it doesn't really have a taste to me, but it does kind of smell like a garden. Yeah, when you get right up in it. So, you know, when you go to eat and you bring it to your face, it kind of smells like vegetables. Look, I'll take it. I can't have this, so this has been a substitution that I use. All right, we're going to move the cauliflower, and I think we're going to end on cutting up a chicken. All right. Crepini. I want to eat the last of my blueberries, you guys, especially the cooked ones. This was so yummy. So yummy. Okay. I just feel bad, like I'm ignoring. They just kind of burst. So good. All right, chicken. All right, so he's cooled down. He's still sitting up here looking crazy. I'm going to turn him over. Ooh. See, guys, just as he was sitting, see how much juice has come out when you let it rest? That's why you want to use that cutting board with the ridges. I'm probably going to taste the chicken because I'm curious about this spice, but I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to cook it and maybe leave it on this cutting board because when my boys come through, they'll walk like, it's crazy. All right, so I've taken one screw out. I'm taking these little skewers off. Okay, so if you guys remember, I put that on the chicken to hold it in place. So that needs to be washed. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take the other, I'll show you guys. I threaded the middle of the chicken, kind of the middle, with that big metal bar. So I've got one end out, so I'm literally just taking the other end out. So this is what allowed it to turn in the rotisserie. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we have our chicken here. Not bad, looks pretty good. Smells good. I checked the temperature and now he's safe enough to handle. On my plan, I'm only approved to have chicken breast and I have to remove the skin. I know, right? The skin is like the best part. So I'm going to, it's nice and crispy. That's one of the reasons I love the rotisserie air fryer. All right, guys. So there are all kind of classes on how to cook cut a chicken. Let me show you what I do. Again, I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cook. Highly recommend kitchen shears. Hi, CK. All right. So literally, I'm going to go down the middle, the breastbone. Literally, can I hold it with one hand? I don't want to risk it. Right down the middle. And the kitchen shears, they kind of go through everything. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. It looks good on the inside. I'm literally just going through the middle, if you can see there. CK's laughing at me or smiling. All right, so I'm just going from the bottom to the top. When you get to the breastbone, my hands, you just got to really get in there. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I've done. Very nice. Literally just went down the middle of the chicken, so he's wide open. All right, then I'm going to get in there with my hands. Can I rip it apart? Sorry, y'all. All right. All right, I just ripped off one breast. You can see here. Nice and juicy. I'm just, we'll see. All right, and then what I do with the thigh, I'm literally just gonna grab that big hunk of thigh and you can pop it out of joint, wiggle it, and twist it. So you have a nice leg quarter here. All right, I'm gonna taste just a little piece of meat that fell off. I'm just curious about this marinade, but I'm full. Y'all, very good. Again, I put this chicken in the Ziploc bag frozen, added the seasoning, and it basically sat for a couple days. All right, so again, with the, you can use your kitchen shears and get in there and separate the bone. I'm just gonna use my hand and pop out the drumstick. And there's the thigh. Okay, if you're gonna plate this for presentation, you probably shouldn't hack at it, but I love the kitchen shears. You can use them. I'll use it on the other half, you guys. I'm gonna go in the thigh and just kind of make a small incision and just clip, 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 clip until I get to the bone. Yeah, that actually looks better than me yanking it apart. I'll show you guys. I'm literally just making different snips. You can see there. Nice and juicy. And then once you get to the bone, I'm just popping it out. All right. And then let's see if we can cut the drumstick. Yeah, kitchen shears went right through. You can see drumstick. All right. So I'm just making my 8 pieces and then I'll plate them on a clean plate so you guys can see because it looks like what you think it looks like. All right, I've got the breast and the wing. All right, and just grabbing hot. So we have a wing and we have a breast. Kind of big. That's a big chicken breast. So I could peel the skin off of this, cut it up, put it over a salad. Let me see if I can cut the other chicken wing and I'll be done. What else have we done? Chicken quesadillas. Tomorrow, if anything's left when they come home. Yeah, I can box this up. It's nice and juicy. And the meat, this one I'm doing the scissors for the wing and the breast. Hi, CK. So you have a much nicer wing. So you can just get in there and rip it apart. But I use kitchen shears. So I have my 8 pieces now. So for presentation, I'm going to wash my hands and put it on a plate so you guys can see what I have. It's nice and warm. It's cooked through. The flavor is excellent. That whole thawing method with marinade just saves a step. And the longer, it can sit in the marinade, whether it's a dry rub or, a liquid marinade. Another thing that's really good, you guys, is a marinade salad dressing. So the Walden Farms that I showed you, like their balsamic vinaigrettes and other vinaigrettes or whatever you can use, pour the whole thing in the bag with the frozen chicken and let it sit in the fridge. You'll get good flavor. All right. So again, we've got a plate here. If I were putting this, on the table for people to eat, I would probably garnish. I do have some parsley, but you guys can see here this chicken that I kind of massacred. But we'll do our 2 wings over here. So if you're doing family style, everybody can have a piece. Then the thighs over here. This is what I have so far. You guys can see. All right. Then we'll get our drumsticks. And what was it? Maybe 40 minutes in the air fryer. Not bad at all. You can see here, we got our drumsticks on there. And then the breasts are pretty big, so I'll just do one. I'll do the one that looks better. Probably should have gotten a big plate. All right, clean my hands and I'll show you guys. So you can definitely cook a whole chicken. You can definitely cut up a whole chicken. Don't be afraid of it. I used to be afraid of it. Sometimes people are like, I don't want to handle it. But you absolutely can. So this is my homemade rotisserie chicken. Any of you guys who were here when we did the marinade, I got this one frozen in the giveaway box. Put a whole bag of the Weber beer can chicken seasoning and then just put it in the air fryer. And, the flavor, I don't know if you guys can see. I've tried a couple small pieces. I'm going to stop there because I still have that sweet blueberry pancake experience and that's what I want, but not bad. Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is, you can do this for the week. You can get a whole rotisserie chicken, rotisserie it yourself if you want. Or even if you take the shortcut and you buy rotisserie chicken, you can do so many variety of things with it and it could last you a week. You could eat it like this with potato and vegetables. Thank you. Hey, Keisha. Oh, look at you guys. You can eat it with potato and vegetables. I'll see if I can put that last breast over top. Add some height to the plate. So you guys, doesn't it? Thank you, CK. We got some carnivores out there. Yeah. I'm going to take one bite of the breast meat because, the breast meat is the white meat that's the driest or usually the driest. I'm just going to clip off a piece and just taste it just to see if the flavor got all the way in there. Literally just this small of a piece. Oh, you guys have seen my egg drop soup? Yes, perfect. Okay. There's so much stuff that you can do now. You have something cooked down for the week. I know some people have said they don't like to meal prep, but this is something you could do on a Sunday afternoon. What I was going to say, I've heard, you guys know me and my giveaway boxes, but I've heard the full chicken is actually cheaper than buying the pieces. I can only have the breast with the skin off, but I tasted a little bit of the breast meat and it has the flavor all the way through, because that's my thing. I want meat to have flavor in every bite. I don't want it to only come from the sauce or the toppings. So literally, for those of you all who were not here, okay, I got a frozen chicken, took it out of its container, and put it directly into a Ziploc bag. It was still frozen. And then opened the Ziploc bag, and I had a big container of seasoning. It wasn't this one, but for example, let's say I had this Memphis style barbecue. It's brand new. I haven't even opened it yet. But I had, something like this. It was the Weber beer can chicken. Pick any seasoning you like. And then with the chicken in the bag, I literally took the top off and poured, not sprinkled, poured the entire container of seasoning into the bag, sealed it, and then, I got some kiddos here. Maybe they want to taste. Let me ask them, and let me ask their dad permission first. Um, the boys are back. Hold on. Hi, guys. I'm in the kitchen. I'm doing a live. Do you want to taste my chicken? And then I'm going to hang up so I can talk to your dad. All right, if you want to taste it, wash your hands first. You guys remember Alex. Just get a plate, please. I've got crab cakes that I made earlier today. Give me just 2 minutes, Dave, please. Get a plate or a napkin, and you would want to get a piece of small chicken. You guys can see what the boys think about it. Marcus, you want some chicken? You can come on. Just come wash your hands. What piece would you like? The thigh? Okay. Whatever that is? Okay. All right, so Alex is going to have the thigh that you guys just saw me cut up. All right. Water? Okay. Can you let them know how it is?
That's good.
Is it? They want to eat. All right, Marcus. Do you want to try the crab cake or no? You do? Okay. You didn't have...
Time changed.
Oh. I got Marcus's water. Okay. Do you want to describe my... Come on. Your dad said it's okay.
It's delicious.
Okay. Okay. All right. You want to finish that, or you want to have the crab cake now?
I want to finish it.
Okay. Marcus, here's your water. Would you like a piece of chicken and I have some crab cakes? No food? Okay. All right. Do you want to say hello or no? Yeah. This is my oldest, Marcus, 14, and my youngest, Alex. Okay. Can we try the crab cake?
Sure.
Okay. Can you get another plate? And then we're going to let everybody go. So these are the substitution. I know, right? They're nice. That's one word for it. Thank you, CK. So these are the crab cakes that we made this morning. I haven't warmed... Really? Use a napkin, please. I would warm it with some butter, but I'm going to talk to your dad. So let me put a crab cake on here. This is the one with my substituted ingredients.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to let everybody know how it is?
This is also good.
Okay, so yeah, Marcus is too cool for school and all of y'all. He's not trying to be, y'all already know. He'll eat, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off. My evening has come to an end. Yes, he is. Y'all already know. So what did you like better, the chicken or the crab cake, or they're both good?
They're both good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let the boys eat. I just wanted to show you guys how to cut up a chicken and rotisserie. And I'm going to let you have your evening. Tomorrow, I'll be back on for breakfast, whatever I'm having. Maybe the rest of those blueberry pancakes, or maybe I'll make them for the guys. Thank you. Thank you. So please, again, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. My goal is to get 500 subscribers by the end of March. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm looking at Dad.
Okay, sorry. And I have 400 now, so I need 100 more subscribers. So, one. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.